Intimate and on first name basis, it's Steve and Bill.
I prefer Bill and Steve.
Bill, yeah, you always got top billing.
Oh,
yeah, Bill and Steve. All right, after all, you are doing the news here. Brought to you this morning by Quality Heating and Air, and they're easy to find right there on US 52 in downtown hustling, bustling Sugar Grove, Ohio. Whether you're looking for need of repair quick or sales and service, give them a call at 858-4363. And once again, here's Bill.
Thank you, Steve. Good morning, everybody. At last night's Portsmouth City Council meeting, language was struck from a resolution that would have increased a $1 million flood defense levy to $2 million. President of Council Charlotte Gordon called roll.
So there's a motion to modify to drop the words or the replacement, and also with an increase of a $2 million levy, and the rest of it stays the same. So all those in favor for the modification say aye. Aye. All opposed, nay. All right, it has been modified.
Now, last night's vote will eventually move forward the $1 million levy to voters' ballots this coming November. Meanwhile, the Ohio River Way continues to make a splash in our area, as First Ward Councilman Sean Dunn told me last night.
At the end of last week, our stretch of the Ohio River received great news from the Department of the Interior, and that's because the Ohio River Way was successful in its application for getting us designated as a national water trail. It stretches 308 miles from Ashland, Kentucky to just beyond Louisville, Kentucky to Fort Wright, and it's one of the largest additions to the National Trail System. The Ohio River Way provides interactive maps, paddling guides, boat safety information, and signage at 74 access points along the river. And this decision will work to boost tourism all along the Ohio River, as well as helping with conservation efforts. It's great result for a organization that put many years into making this happen.
And Ohio Governor Mike DeWine has announced several new state efforts designed to help approximately 800 Pixel paper mill employees affected by the planned closure of the Chillicothe facility. Now, the planned closure was originally announced back in April, but while an official date was not announced, the company said it would delay closure until the end of this year. Now, a resource center for workers opened yesterday at the Chillicothe and Ross County Public Library Annex, and it's going to offer resume development, training or reskilling opportunities, and job searches. Unemployment insurance information will be available as well. Now, within the center are laptops, printers, and enhanced internet connectivity provided by the state of Ohio. DeWine also announced a job fair will be held with more than 30 companies set to attend. That fair will take place on June 25th from noon until 3 p.m. at OU's Chillicothe campus. For Mix 99.3 News, I'm Bill Shope.
Well, 2025, Bill, will go down as a big summer for comeback tours. You're looking at the schedule. We just gave away tickets for Styx and Kevin Cronin.
Yeah, he's out soloing it now, yeah.
They're back on the road. Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass, back at it. You saw Billy Idol down at Riverbend. And, of course, Wang Chung, you talked with them. They're back on the road, right?
Yep, yes, they are.
Yeah, but one of the biggest acts on the road is getting a very little publicity.
Who's that?
Well, I mean, you're talking about the comeback tour of all time.
You've waited 17 years, and now the time has come for the return of Cicadas. You don't need a ticket to this show. Just go outside to witness the sun being blocked out by massive clouds of cicadas.
I can't see the sky!
They've been sucking the fluid out of tree roots for years, and now they're ready to rock.
Ugh, I got one in my mouth!
And once they're done mating, all you need to do is shovel their lifeless carcasses off your lawn. A show this big won't return for another 17 years. So cancel your cookouts, bring the kids inside, and hide your pets from cicadas. This spring, it's gonna be swarm.
You got that right.
Yes, sir.
And if you want to get the red eye, all you have to do is look out your back window, and there they are. Those things are the ugliest.
They ain't.
Yeah, I mean, it's ugh.
Yeah, they ain't going to win their beauty contest at all.
I wonder how come somebody in the movie industry hasn't done a movie yet about the killer cicadas.
It's coming to a drive-in near you.
You mean the real things, actually?
Yes.
All right, this update brought to you by Quality Heating and Air, and they're right there on US 52. They are cicada-free, by the way. If you'd like to give them a call for any help or service or maybe to buy a new unit, they're there at 858-4363. And we'll check in with ONN next.
Down on Route 52, just west of town, there's a little place where the word gets around. Quality Heating and Air's got your back. For sales and service, they're right on track. I see out in Portsmouth they're the name to trust. When the air goes down, they'll lift you up.
Call Quality Heating and Air at 740-858-4363.
And good morning. It is right now 8:37 and waiting for some sunshine. I think it'll be here soon, hopefully, burning off these last-minute clouds as we check in with ONN.
This is ONN.
I'm Jay Fox on the Ohio News Network. Yesterday, the Ohio Business Roundtable announced that they are supporting the Ohio Senate plan to fund Ohio sports stadiums using unclaimed funds. This could impact projects in both Cleveland and Cincinnati. The Ohio State Highway Patrol says more teens are dying because they're not wearing seatbelts. Amanda Fay with ONN affiliate WTOL-TV has more with Brock Dietrich, whose daughter died in a crash.
The percentage of teen drivers killed in crashes without a seatbelt jumped from 63% in 2021 to 81% last year.
We set down the rules of you need to wear your seatbelt, but we didn't explain why it was so important.
The push for a primary seatbelt law in Ohio is gaining momentum as Governor Mike DeWine and others call for action. Right now, Ohio remains one of 15 states in which not wearing a seatbelt is a secondary offense, meaning you can't be pulled over just for that.
The family of a fallen officer from northern Ohio is now speaking out. Angela Ann with ONN affiliate WBNS-TV in Columbus reports.
We are hearing for the first time from the family of fallen Morrow County Sheriff's Deputy Daniel Weston Scheer. He was shot and killed 2 weeks ago while responding to a domestic call. Deputy Scheer was laid to rest last week, and in a statement released, his parents thanked everyone for their support and urged people to back the Fraternal Order of Police's Protect Ohio Police initiative.
For the Ohio News Network, I'm Jay Fox.
And it is sports at 8:38, brought to you this morning by Roger Hemming, LLC on the west side with all your construction, overhead door and fencing. Roger is your man. So Chuck is here again with, again, the cup in hand, and there really is an Ohio Cup.
There is.
And again, I want to thank Tom Seth today. He emailed me a picture of it, an impressive piece of iron it is.
Yeah, it looks really cool. I mean, I was at the Reds game on Sunday,
Right.
and they were actually selling the bat glasses that you drink out of, which I don't really know why anybody would want those because they won't stand up on their own, so you got to hold them the whole time. But I think the Reds Cup actually, or the Ohio Cup, I should say, which is now owned by the Reds this season for the first time in a while, that's probably cooler than the bats. The bat cups.
Yeah, it holds more beer.
Yeah, 100%.
Or whatever they drink out of it, I'm not sure. Okay, with details of last night, here's Chuck.
Yeah, that Ohio Cup will stand up by itself, too. Tito Francona, maybe they should rename it the Tito Cup because it doesn't seem to matter whether he's managing Cleveland or Cincinnati. He wins it. Last night, the Reds clinched it with a 7-4 victory at the Cleveland Guardians. That was game one of a 3-game series between the two interstate rivals. The Ohio Cup goes to the team which wins the most of the 6 games that they play each year, with 3 in Cincinnati and 3 in Cleveland. Of the 4 times they've met so far, Cincinnati has won all of them. So regardless of what happens over these next 2 games, that cup is coming to the Queen City. 7-4 again, the final last night. Jake Fraley was very good yesterday. He went 3 for 4 at the plate with a home run, a couple of RBI, and 2 runs scored. That homer he had in the 4th inning tied the game at 3 at the time. It was big.
Fraley awaits, swung on, hit hard to right field. There goes the right fielder looking up. Rodriguez, gone! A home run for Jake Fraley. Ties this baby up at 3 as he goes yard into the right center field gap.
That was the Reds radio network on the call. Chris Welsh sliding over from the TV booth to play a little radio last night. TJ Friedel also hit a dinger for Cincinnati, and Ellie De La Cruz as well as Connor Joe both had doubles. The winning pitcher was Wade Miley. Emilio Pagan logged his 16th save of the season. The Reds are now a game over the 500 mark with 34 wins and 33 losses. They are 4th in the National League Central standings, 6.5 games out. Cleveland, meanwhile, is currently in 3rd place in the AL Central, 8 games out. The Reds and Guardians will go at it again this evening in Cleveland, and you'll be able to hear tonight's contest on Fox Sportsmouth, AM 1260 and 95.7 FM. Coverage will commence at 6:10, leading up to the 6:40 first pitch. Taking the mound for the Redlegs tonight will be Andrew Abbott. Last night in the NHL, the Panthers skated past the Oilers 6-1. Florida now leads the Stanley Cup final 2-1. Game 4 will be Thursday in the Sunshine State. Game 3 of the NBA Finals will be tomorrow night in Indianapolis, where the Pacers will host the Thunder for an 8:30 tip. That series is even at a game apiece. The Cincinnati Bengals are reportedly releasing their leading tackler from last season, veteran linebacker Jermaine Pratt. That'll free up $5.6 million in cash and cap space for this upcoming season. The winningest coach in Ohio basketball history passed away over the weekend. Ohio Hall of Fame basketball coach Richard Kortokrax, the winningest high school coach in Ohio basketball history, passed away Saturday morning surrounded by his family at the age of 91. His 1981 Kalida Wildcats won the state boys basketball championship, but he took 3 other teams to the Final Four. His teams would win 890 games over the course of his coaching career. And that is a look at sports.
All right, and thank you, Chuck. And brought to you this morning by Roger Hemming. Find him on the west side for all your construction, both residential, commercial, also overhead doors and fencing. He is your man. And one more time, we'll take a look at traffic and weather together here on Mix.
Southern Ohio Overhead Doors and Fencing has all kinds of garage doors in multiple sizes and colors for commercial and residential use. It offers both sales and service. Fencing-wise, there's wood, vinyl, metal, and chain link. Southern Ohio Overhead Doors and Fencing can custom-make gates and is the only company around that can install and service electrical gate openers. Southern Ohio Overhead Doors and Fencing, 22115 State Route 73 West Portsmouth at Roger Hemming Contractors, LLC. Phone 740-529-0133. Guaranteed lowest prices, financing available, credit cards accepted. See store for details.
And your traffic, a service of your friends at the Scioto River, 1024 Gallia Street. Of course, the river is there with legendary steaks, chicken, ribs, and more. And, of course, Dashing Darren, Will the Thrill, and Chase It On Grill will welcome you in this morning at 11. This is kind of new news, I guess, that they're tearing down the old Uten building on 3rd Street and Offner. So right now it's closed because of that project. So, again, don't try to get down 3rd and Offner. You can't. Also, Route 125, they've got some issues out there with some culverts. And starting today for about 10 days, they got a project out there, so you'll have to take it easy. They will have a temporary light, and we are doing drag patching today. That's going to be with flaggers on Kentucky Trail Road in Bloom Township. So if you see something we need to know about, let us know, 354-1993, and we'll pass it along. Traffic is service of the Scioto River, open 7 days a week.
Weather is service of A1 Auto Glass, which now has a windshield calibration machine used to recalibrate all of the safety features in the windshields of foreign vehicles. This used to have to be done at a dealership after installation, but now you can save money by getting it done at A1 Auto Glass in Portsmouth.
Your first alert forecast from WSAZ, becoming mostly sunny after those early clouds depart. Damp ground, but a pleasant feel with high temperatures getting back toward 80 degrees. Mostly clear tonight, dry and cozy with lows in the upper 50s with a touch of fog toward dawn. More all-day sunshine on Wednesday, inching those temperatures warmer into the mid-80s. I'm WSAZ News Channel 3 meteorologist Brandon Butcher on the Ohio Valley's hit music channel, Mix 99.3.
And downtown right now, here comes the sun, I do believe, and it is currently 66 as we get up and go.
Mix 99.3. Steve Hayes in the morning. The Get Up and Go Show.